Snyder Cut. A bunch of Snyder Cut people.
But it doesn't exist.
Release the Snyder Cut people.
The people who are demanding the Snyder Cut. It doesn't exist.
Warner Brothers won't release a cut of Justice League that never existed in the first place.
On May 20th of this year, director Zack Snyder made an official announcement that his vision, his cut of Justice League, would be released exclusively to the HBO Max streaming service. For those that do not know, Justice League came out in October of 2017 to lackluster reviews and mediocre box office numbers. The film was plagued with production issues, namely losing the film's director to a horrible family tragedy. Warner Brothers, doing their best to get out of the hole they were digging themselves, brought on Avengers director Joss Whedon to turn the universe around. What happened? Well, yeah, it wasn't very good. It wasn't long before fans fought for Snyder, stating that somewhere in the world he was sitting on his actual vision. It was long reported by those that were working on the film, and even Snyder himself, that the final product shown in theaters was a partial piece of what the director actually did. So fans fought and eventually found themselves in a full-on war with bloggers.
But it's no joke.
It is no joke. It is right on the money. It never existed.
YouTubers and the likes.
This is a moment where a lot of you people, there's a Snyder cult, and then there's the Snyder Cut fans who just want to see Snyder's vision released. It's at the time where you Snyder Cut fans should know after this, they do not plan on releasing it. This is greater than Warner Brothers saying, you know, it ain't gonna be no Snyder Cut. They are trolling. Bruh. Oh my God. It just keeps getting better and better. This just feels so good to me. Warner Brothers has spoken. They feel this way about the Snyder cult. The cult, L.
Before getting to my rant, I will say this. My approach to this might be biased anyway. While I haven't been a heated defender of the project, I have long wanted to see what Zack actually wanted to do. Justice League was a tonally different film in the universe that Zack was trying to build. A lot of us, myself included, really want to see that piece come together. Does this mean the film is going to be great, good, or even fix every issue? Well, it's impossible to say, but fans weren't necessarily fighting for a film to be better, although I think most agree Snyder's vision will probably be better than this. They were fighting for a man, a family at loss, and the integrity of a universe they had bought into. I really respect those that have approached this with a civility and continue to look at this situation analytically. Not everyone has waged this war with a disgusting attitude, and that does need to be stated.
And to me, the fact that it's still a movement is incredible.
Now, guess what? They've reshot that movie over 3 times. The horror of it is unfortunately the thing that happened with Snyder's family, because that doesn't make the exit any smoother.
Unfortunately, the Snyder Cut has really built up a lot of animosity between sides. A lot of fans have stated since the film had come out that there was something there. Perhaps it was a finished film. Perhaps it was almost finished. It didn't matter, and quickly took to many talking heads absolutely railing fans.
Fans who clamor for things that don't actually exist.
The more defensive the fans got, the worse the bloggers got.
Never happened. Zack Snyder fans think movies are just a bunch of scenes in a row.
Ironically, I think both sides kind of came out winning in this match. One, bloggers are going to report anything and everything. Majority of them are using unverifiable sources in the hopes of getting clicks and views. Publicity of any kind, even negative, is better than nothing. Fans, well, it built up something to defend over. Every one of them knew in some capacity something was out there. It was an attachment to something that was left unfinished, by a man a lot of them respected who had to walk away due to a family tragedy. Enough was here for fans to empower their arguments and fight. Remove one of these pieces and I'm not sure we were having this video. It didn't stop bloggers from continuing to be mean. I'm not going to sit here and say I agree with every bit of the movement. Some of it did get into bullying, and 2 wrongs, generally speaking, don't always make a right. Fans just wanted what they wanted. Hell, even the cast of the film wanted what they wanted.
Fucking release the Snyder Cut, am I right?
It means the world, I know, to the Snyders. It meant the world to me.
But I haven't seen a blogger calling out Affleck or Momoa either.
And as you know, myself, Mark, Christian, and Tiffany Smith, we all got invited to go and attend the world premiere.
New York City, on the way to the Mummy premiere. Hoping to get some time tonight with Tom Cruise, director Al Kurtzman, Sophie Boutella, all those good people.
I really don't see the justification in mocking a group of people for wanting something.
Sounds like a moron.
I don't care.
I don't care.
But then supporting a group of people who went and saw something 114 times.
And you're telling everybody that you hope people get Avengers fatigue? Why? Are you afraid that someone's gonna steal your thunder, you cocksucking motherfucker? Is that what it is? Well, now guess what, James? Someone stole your thunder. The Zack Snyder cut is not real, guys. It never was real, never gonna be real. The reporter officially reported that the Snyder cut is happening. And needless to say, me and Adam were very, very excited.
I really thought perhaps with Snyder announcing his vision, things would perhaps change. Do I expect everyone to relent and say, hey, I was wrong? Well, no. Hats off to those that did, but then it kept coming with puff pieces like Colliders. The issue I have is, what is the point of making Justice League? What is the point? Ask yourself that. Do you think grandmothers stroll up wanting to see Batman beat the living shit out of someone? No. A movie like this is for fans, whether it to be live out those comic book panels or to follow through with characters we have fallen in love with through movies. Do you think a studio like Warner Brothers that made $33.5 billion in 2019 is being bullied by fans? Even if you ran with this argument of Snyder fans not watching newly released content in support of him, well, you'd be wrong. As of January 2020, the movement has donated over $150,000 to suicide prevention, a noble campaign that showed that this was more than just fans crying. The ironic part is the bullying is still prevalent in both sides. The thing is, I think both sides really need it from each other, or at least they did. The bloggers, well, upset fans click on their articles, they retweet it to Twitter, and maybe, just maybe, one person agrees with that article. Hey, guess what? You got a new fan. Those that you've upset, you've now pissed off, will go buy a t-shirt. They'll share a YouTube video, and maybe, just maybe, they've recruited a new fan. Even now, after the cut was announced, this mini cyber war is still going on. If you want the fans to stop doing victory parades down the street and really shut up, validate their argument and leave it as is.
Release the Snyder Cut people.
If you want the bloggers to stop bullying you, to stop being pompous assholes, stop clicking on their articles, stop retweeting, and even stop talking about them. At the end of the day, it's just a movie that some, like myself, really want to watch. If you don't support that, then just don't. Life is simple. Stop making it so damn complicated.
What we do here is go back.